fucking block, man. Sorry, you gotta turn around. Police operation. Sorry, there's a police operation going on. It is locked. No, you do not get through there. Sorry, man. You have to go all around. The old perimeter is blocked right now. Sorry about that. Any idea how long? No idea. This is like perfect.
Take a look at this. Here they come with this machine guns. Fully automatic weaponry is being brought in.
They wanted to keep this.
For those turning in, druthers just went live. Supposedly, we don't know if false flag or not, but a supposedly armed robbery just happened in Ottawa.
Yeah, I would say the timing is impeccable. Because the streets were very calm.
Yes, exactly. There's no one out on the streets. This whole area, the whole area is locked down due to the truckers' protests. So there's very lightly traveled these streets prior. Up there is an absolute barricade, one of the barricades into the red zone. So no one can get into that area. So that is completely locked down. Ahead of me there.
So if you were planning on robbing a bank, probably be a bad place to do it with all the streets locked
Probably,
down.
because you'd have to go through multiple checkpoints to get out of the city. Even to get out of the downtown core, multiple checkpoints. So it's very strange that they would pick a time like this. Anybody would pick a time like this to rob anything down here. You'd have to have not much going on upstairs if you'd be thinking about doing an armed robbery around this time. With all these police, we have police from all over here right now, all over the country of Canada here right now.
It doesn't make any sense, but it sure makes sense for the position they put us in. Yeah, to keep this emergency act going.
We don't know if it's a false flag or not, but as soon as
looks
my
suspicious
alerts
to
went
you?
on, I dropped this on live.
Christy?
MSM isn't here yet.
Yeah. Usually they would have their cameras rolling.
That's the one suspicious thing.
Yeah,
Oh, check this out. Check this out.
We beat the mainstream news here.
Oh yeah, look at this.
This could be. Somebody might be hurt in there. That was a paramedic vehicle. They're pulling out backpacks from it.
Where are the crisis actors? I guess they're wearing blue. They sure picked a crazy place to have a robbery with all the checkpoints and police here. Wouldn't you say so, sir?
That's a very good point. It's almost like it was staged or something.
Yeah. Bring out the popcorn. Right now, I'm sorry, ma'am. I know you guys been through a lot lately. It's locked. You got to turn around and go that way. It's for your own safety, man.
Can I go to the Ottawa School Board?
I don't know where the Ottawa School Board is, but this
It's
sidewalk
the
is
Ottawa
closed.
School Park.
school apart. I don't know where.
What I'm trying to figure out is that the Emergencies Act was passed, and then the next day, right now we're watching a supposed
go from your
armed robbery is happening within checkpoints in Ottawa that is locked down. Are you kidding me?
Close. Lock it. Lock it. Is it possible to go that way, sir? I'm sorry. Just gotta go around.
I can't just get to the train.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you guys have been through a lot lately.
Well, how do we get home then?
I'm so sorry, sir. It's for your own safety.
Oh, fuck this. Safety? You should have got some good safety when you're fucking people up down here.
They're at the
We
street,
have a lot
guys.
of upset people, as you can see. They've had their city locked down for quite some time, and let's make no mistakes. This is the police doing this. This was not the truckers doing. This is the actual police that are putting up all these blockades everywhere, bringing in the cement barricades and putting them up on city streets. It's them who are doing this. There is no need to have this done. What would you say about that, Sean?
Well, it just seems so suspicious that all these blockades. Every cop in the country, there's a detachment for every detachment in this country. There's police. You wouldn't rob this city. You wouldn't rob these places.
Right now, there's a police operation. Gotta turn around, go back from here. So I'm sorry, guys.
Another thing, if this was actually a bomb threat or shooters, like real shooters, they wouldn't allow everybody here. They want some.
They want all eyes on.
spectators
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
You know? It's kind
Exactly.
Of,
We'll see.
I'm hoping I'm wrong. We've just seen it so many times before. So it's like, okay, here we go. Where's the popcorn? And my comfy chair. I wouldn't mind a beer either. Yeah, it is kind of
Well,
chilly.
it's funny.
Just went to the store.
So you're already seeing residents pissed off.
It's locked.
How do I get there? I have an order.
I don't know.
Yes, we are live. This was just notified with druthers. Supposedly, an armed robbery warning was just, or something just happened within all of the fences, barricades, and checkpoints. So share it out. So we're coming live from druthers. I was about to go live and drink a beer and play Destiny, and now this fucking happened.
So the train station, they're saying, and he just asked till when.
False flag to extend powers. We'll wait and see. Remember to subscribe, share out. That's all I ask. I want to know how people that are trying to attempt an armed robbery got through every checkpoint. That would mean they would have papers saying they live in the fucking core. You need papers to prove within checkpoints that you live in the areas that is a red zone. So that would have to be a resident, wouldn't it? Day after Emergencies Act passes. And this? You're telling this city has more lockdowns than everything. Cops everywhere, and someone would attempt that. My mind is just not trying. It can't comprehend this shit. But the cops are being a little bit more pleasant, a little bit more respectable when it comes to the questions being asked.
Sorry for the shaking hands, everybody. It's pretty cold up here.
Where would you run to that you wouldn't look conspicuous if you're trying to commit an armed robbery?
We don't have any,
especially in the core of
we don't
Ottawa.
have the gimbal with
My
us.
mind is trying
This
to
just
comprehend this.
broke out while we were traveling.
See if I can ask these guys some questions.
Not even 24 hours after the vote. Hey, I got an idea. Let's go get Timmy's. Let's go get a breakfast sandwich and rob that jewelry store.
Okay, yeah, you just talked.
All right, let's do it, Frank. Let's get down there.
No, shut down for now. Thank you.
Yeah, I was literally working on a thumbnail for playing a little bit of the new Destiny content. I was going to have a beer and go live on here and just show what else I do on my channel. But this comes on my Facebook right as I'm doing
Sorry
that thumbnail.
if you guys can't hear.
Yeah, those will be police officers.
So, So, hey, I guess luck is on my side, eh? Hey, Terry. No mainstream, though, yet.
So they're sending everybody away, turning everybody back.
Hey, Maverick, what's up? Gotta use the potty. Okay. And hey, Road Warrior, if you can hear me, update people with what's happening.
Supposedly, druthers, my alerts went off.
So if you're just joining us, there was a robbery, a suspected bomb threat, and a suspected shooter up on the second floor of the Rideau Center here in Ottawa, Ontario. We've heard even rumors of someone breaking into the H&M, robbing something, a store or something, and taking off in a Brinks truck. Imagine that. So these are all speculations at this time. Not just the rumors.
All speculation at this time.
Yeah,
I want to say
it would be a very
right
foolish
now.
time to rob anyone or anything down here with all the the whole damn country's police forces down here. There's barricades all over the street. There, if they wouldn't get far. No one would get far.
What do we got for another, eh?
I want to know how they got past all the checkpoints. That means they have papers that they live.
Yeah, right
or
in time
work
for an
in
emergency, isn't
Ottawa.
it, Christy?
The timing is just
Impeccable.
Yeah.
right on time.
It sounds like a false flag, yeah, but until we know more, this is all based off
I
assumption.
would hope, like, we haven't seen any mainstream media here yet.
Yeah, they gotta cover
Oh,
this
yes.
across the country and
This is druthers.
Like I said, we
I'm
just
not
happen to
trusting
be
the
down
police.
here. We do have some police officers. Is that semi-automatic weaponry they're holding? Yes, it is. I'm going to zoom in on that if I can.
I'm learning this news. I went live as soon as I saw this, and I went live as soon as druthers went live. I was on there.
Face, actually. Get used to this. Get used to seeing this in all your cities.
So they have brought out the fully automatic weaponry. Who knows if they're expecting
Red,
that.
blue pill. I'm drinking a Budweiser pill.
It's for your safety, though, Brad.
Yeah,
It's
for
your
our safety.
You feel safe?
Oh,
I
man.
feel safe. I feel very safe. Hey, well,
So police are escorting people out of the building.
I swear to God, it must have been the Ninja Turtles.
So the whole area
This
is blocked
spot's for you.
off. We have more sirens in the background. Something's coming. Something's approaching.
The other eminent feeling of bullshit.
It's fire. This could very well be a bomb inside the Rideau Center. Why would they have fire trucks approaching? I'm not too sure. So they are on hand for something. They've been called in up to be on standby for something, it would appear, because why else would they be here?
This is so fucking convenient. I don't know how to take this. It's just,
The Emergency Act was just passed, and now we see this happening in Ottawa. Strange.
if you're new to the channel, say hello and where you're from. I am Fat Steven Seagal. I have been doing coverage of every streamer, whether in Windsor or Ottawa, for the last 3 weeks, trying to get as much footage as possible with commentary. So right now we're watching Druthers, and a supposedly armed robbery was alarm came off and other things in the core with police checkpoints and cops
Everyone's
everywhere,
being turned away from this area.
and already a high tension. Not even 24 hours after the Emergency Act was invoked and passed. Welcome to, I don't even know. That's all I know. Hey, Florida.
Oh, if you go around, yes, you can get around now.
Turning everybody
It
back.
is
Turning them all
Tuesday,
around. Redirecting.
February 22nd, 2022. The time is 1 p.m., 1:02 p.m. Eastern.
That's
Rebel News is going there now.
Yes, there's action in the red zone. In the OK zone, we have more action in the OK zone than we do in the red zone at the moment. So, yep.
Yeah, it's 2-2-2-2 Tuesday or whatever. Yep. Anytime, Harry. It's the luck of the draw. I have my Facebook tab open.
So again, if you are just joining us here, we're outside the Rideau Center.
Would this be a reason
Ottawa, Ontario,
to postpone any meetings in
suspected
Parliament?
Shooter,
by the way,
bomb threat.
Wouldn't this
robbery? And this is it. We're in the for a better term, the green zone, the OK zone, the safe zone.
Okay, so the
green
green
zone
zone
is way up
My
ahead of
bad.
me. But all of these streets all around here have been barricaded. They have all been blocked off. You have to go through police checkpoints to get to almost anywhere in the downtown core. So to do a robbery or any kind of funny business down here just seems very, very funny to me. You're not going to get far. You're not going to go very far. So is this a false flag? Are we seeing that unfold? Right here we have, my guess is as good as yours at this moment.
See, it's kind of like robbing a police station.
It is. It's like going into a police station
Yeah.
like it's a military zone down here. There is police everywhere. You can't walk down like a block without running into a police officer, or not to mention maybe a whole gang of them. Like, it's unreal. There's no logical thinking to this being a robbery of any kind. So
maybe they were robbing freedoms. Oh, sorry, shouldn't say that.
some RCMP
Hello,
officers
Arkansas.
seems to be walking out right now.
It's probably police looting and clumsy setting up
You
the
can
burger
see
alarms.
OPP has the gray
You never know,
strips on the
Shadow.
pants. RCMP usually is the yellow, I believe.
What it also proves the point that as soon as the truckers leave, shit hits the fan. So it's like I don't know how to describe this right now. I'm kind of like, ugh. God, hey, Florida, I want your warmth right now. Hey, you know what? More footage than no footage, right?
Masks on, you notice that? Masks. RCMP officers.
The timing is impeccable. Yeah, I know, but it's magical that there's supposedly that there was an armed robbery or supposed shooter or bomb threat. That's what Druthers was repeating, saying that this awesome is happening in one of the most overpopulated police
So I'm not too
precincts.
sure.
I mean, Ottawa.
They
We have
look
right
like they are in military fatigue of some sort. They're in the truck vehicle right now ahead of me.
Yeah, and CBC isn't even down there yet.
Let's see if I can get it.
But hey, I said it's not done. If coverage pops up, I'll be down here, and I am. My Destiny game will have to wait. It does seem sus, but until we see or hear what's actually going on and compare it with
they're gearing up for something.
With what mainstream does tonight, if they do cover it, and what we've seen from Druthers, we'll get an idea of where one side depicts and the other side depicts, and where the truth kind of falls in. And I will say this right now in the rules: there'll be no violence or any type of violent acts or promoting of that shit in my chat. If you do, I will boot fuck you out of here. No idea. The TAC guy's already down there. I don't know. That's what we're waiting to see. But the TAC guys are down there. I think one of the residents were really freaking out because they couldn't go down the sidewalk because of this happening.
So we have police movement.
13 is
It
my
looks-
shoe size.
This
Stand
looks
by
like
me.
a bomb disposal. That guy who had a big vest on of some sort. They're walking into the.
I swear to God, if they find like a manifesto or some type of letter saying, "Oh, we're doing this on behalf of blah blah," I'm gonna laugh.
There's a backpack. I can't make it from here. Make it out.
Maverick to Abner.
That's not funny either, Mark.
Going in the building.
Go ahead, Maverick.
CTV's on York
Go for
Street.
a poop.
Okay.
Okay, I hope you feel better. Certainly do. Is Road Warrior still on the scene? I'm looking for him.
Yeah, you're justified.
I know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Wow, nothing. You guys see this?
What's going on?
And you know why? He's a bit of a height. But we're thinking about the same spot.
I can't tell if he's laughing.
Wow.
If there is an
Asking me why I'm
arrest,
laughing, I'm sure you know. Yeah. You want that for a second? Chuck, you can grab that for a second? Sure. Okay. Wipe my eyes.
This is real TV.
Yep. Yep.
You have to go the long way, right? You just go down to the corner and hang around.
Can we see anything in the upper windows?
No, Rito said it's shut down for now.
Supposed to be a shooter up on the second floor. I don't.
There was a bit of an incident here, and so they had to shut everything down.
and yes, I'm being facetious.
I do believe all the
my
actors are in
poll.
place.
Yes, I am being very facetious.
Yeah, so this was just for now. So give it a few minutes. I don't know how long, but it will be over.
If this was an actual emergency, I don't think the cops would be acting like this.
Sorry about that.
I think they would have got the crowds out of here.
Usually they would
Looks like
be.
they're getting what they need.
I'm not saying anything. I don't
Another
want to trigger one who might have dealt with
emergency.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Who will they blame this on, I wonder?
Well, the truckers aren't here, so you can't blame them.
Yeah, they're all out of town, so
He'll be a white supremacist probably.
That's you.
Sorry, it's gonna be
So,
it's gonna be
you're gonna rob a
incel
bank.
who has a high
That
standard
road-
of misogyny.
there's the
and
bank.
supremacy.
Come in half an hour. In the upper windows of the Rideau Center. Upper windows of the Rideau Center. We're gonna try and get that shot.
And there's a big fence there that no vehicle can pass. So if you robbed a bank, you can't go that way. And this way is all checkpoints. So either you would have to be
They used the
completely
sewer.
off your rocker,
It was the Ninja Turtles.
or it is staged.
So let's try and get a picture of the upper window up there. Let's maybe cross the street and see if we can get a shot of the. Supposedly there was rumors there's a shooter up there.
What do you? Sorry, I'm technically
No
challenged
ideas,
here.
Albert.
Hit the wrong button, but we're gonna take a look.
apparently there could be a shooter over here too.
If it was a crazy person, let's say if a shooter did exist, wouldn't he already be popping off shots?
If there really was a shooter, I don't think up there.
And
I
how
don't
would they
think
get into the
police
city?
would allow us to be in this area. I think it's just about. Is it coffee time yet?
Yeah, there's more and more police showing up here.
Yep.
Police, RCP, OPP.
Coffee break. I wonder how the mainstream media is going to portray this emergency.
I haven't seen any mainstream media folks here yet.
Well, they probably set up in one of these windows hours ago.
If it was a drill,
Using the footage from some of these
drills are usually they would call it a drill, right? They wouldn't say it's an actual. This is a. I'm just a Canadian, man. I would look at the draw.
Sorry, guys. Please close, man. There's a police operation. I'm sorry, guys.
And if they feared for the crowd's safety, and it was a supposed shooter,
It's not a robbery.
wouldn't they
They're
keep
calling it
people
a
far
police
enough away?
operation.
police operation. Not looking at me.
Oh, is that the bicycle that was used to throw at the horses?
that was not
Stop
thrown.
that man. He's getting away.
It was not thrown. I'm still working on that video. Excuse me, that was a burp for freedom.
Oh, it's cool here.
Operation Boredom is now in effect.
What do you got to say, Grant?
Well, it's a very cool day here in Ottawa.
They sure picked a bad day to
I
do
know,
this.
I'm going to pull one up more. If this was going to go down.
So, what do you think? Do you think this would be such a crazy place to rob anything?
Wouldn't do anything.
You would.
Wouldn't rob robberies of any sort. They actually said that the crime has been down since the truckers were here. So, I mean, did it just reappear overnight and do this?
Thank you.
I mean, look at these little cement barricades over there, Sean. You see them? They're set up everywhere over the city.
If it wasn't if it was a robbery and they
So
took
if
a lot
you're
of stuff,
robbing a
wouldn't you
bank
see
or
a
anything,
guy walking?
you can't
speed
go that way
walking
because there's
pretty
a great
fast with
big
a
fence.
backpack,
You can't go this
You can't
way.
go this way. It's a concrete barrier.
dressed
You
like a
can't go this
Ninja
way. It's
Turtle in the
checkpoints
sewers.
everywhere you go. Like, holy moly! You know, if they're really going to try to pull this off, you think they would have picked a better spot?
This is the most. This is the most enclosed place almost in Ottawa. Right there is the red zone.
There was also
That was
rumors
completely shut down. This
that
and there
fire
next to it,
was everywhere.
Man, you're right
And
here.
Pauly Shore
You ain't
saved
going
the day.
anywhere. Then we have some cameras. We do have those 3 cameras up here.
There's
You see
3
them
cameras
up here on
everywhere.
the side of the building. So there
Okay.
are cameras.
To keep vehicles from driving through.
Yeah. Lights, camera, action. Just take one, or just take two?
That's
You
it.
think they did this before?
It's very funny that the mainstream media has still not arrived here on scene. I mean, they're usually crawling around every corner.
You know what? I think it's too cold for them. They're probably, like you say, they probably get their cameras rolling from one of these windows, or they're using a street camera.
Exactly, and then they'll report on it like they were down here and yada yada yada. And then they'll create some sort of a spin or or something or other to go with the narrative that whatever the government wants to put out.
You know what this means? Right after this is done, you know what's going to happen? Fences are going to get extended.
Blame them, though. It is cold out here.
That's my theory I have.
That's what we would do if we were.
That wind is brutal. Let me turn down the volume.
He's the king of the green screen. Anderson Cooper reporting live on scene.
I just don't. It just. Although you can't really predict humanity. Humanity does crazy shit all the time. But
that he belongs to, it's one of those rich families. I forget the name, but now it escapes me. Vandenbush. He's the Vandenbush family.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt. Yeah. Vanderbilt, I believe.
That's not true, Anon. That's not true at all. They do their own drills, but usually they do it, I think, on their own
CNN,
training grounds.
Anderson Cooper, the CIA, and Junta, Project Mockingbird.
Well, officer, we're just trying to figure out if you were going to rob something, there's a big barrier there.
The train station is closed right now. The police operation.
His mask has a big wet stain. It's kind of disturbing. It's funny. Look at his mouth talking in the mask. It's kind of funny.
I work over right here on Church Street.
Oh, you have to go around. All around. I'm sorry, man. I know it's cold.
It looks like he's constantly smiling with green lipstick.
And we're just trying to figure out, like, if you were going to rob something, like, we're just trying to, what a knucklehead. Because you can't go that way. There's a big barrier. You can't go this way. There's concrete. And then there's checkpoints everywhere.
You're doing your job. We'll get any comments from me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yep.
Technically, I can't even tell if like I'm watching an SCTV skit right now. And that's definitely one moist-mouthed cop. Yes.
Let's go down here. I'm going to run down there, Sean. I want to see if the fire trucks are still down there. Down this street. I'm not too sure if they're still there or not.
Okay.
Why do you think they would bring fire trucks?
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe to bring coffee and donuts?
like this is like something you would see in Dumb and Dumber.
Come on, brother.
Cops everywhere, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. Hey, there's a bank we can rob or a store we can rob. You can't put a what do you call it, like a blockade on the stupidity of a person's actions. But even this sounds like a taco supreme. The most action I've heard today is sirens.
Well, we thought we'd get a different angle.
I don't feel very threatened though. That's the thing though. Like if it was an actual fear, there's no fear
Looks like
or
they're
worry
really
in the
concerned.
cops
They're
for
over there
protection.
laughing. Yeah, probably had a good
There's
night
literally
last night.
no kind of atmosphere or ambience at all. I'm not feeling it at all. Maybe I'm just making judgment. Maybe I'm just making.
If this was an actual emergency, yeah, we would all be told to get out of the area.
The fire truck must have went. They came down this street.
Usually, an active shooter is a serious thing, or at least a shooter.
I'm not too sure where they are now. They must have redirected them somewhere.
Move the camera.
Yeah. Oh, just double click. Hi, everybody.
Hey, was that the motorized wheelchair thrown at the horse too?
Our regular cameraman's hands are cold, so I'm trying to do the best I can. How you doing? Geez, you're a handsome fella. How you doing? Yeah, all right.
Guys,
Peace
it
and
said
love.
photo bomb. That was
What are we
funny.
doing? We're being Canadian.
Are you? Thank you. You guys
Were
are
you
awesome.
From America? I'm sorry.
These guys, all peace and love. Any violence, that's not us.
No.
Wearing that
It's not us.
sweater is
Oh, this-
problematic,
everybody
bro.
If they try to set something up, that's
Oh,
pretty dumb of them.
This must be a complete setup, but you can't go anywhere. Who would rob something that you can't?
I'm telling you.
Kind of silly.
Hold on. I'm literally saying they took the sewer system. It was the Ninja Turtles. I bet you any money it was the Ninja Turtles. I bet you any money.
I'll go ask them.
I guess that's.
What do you guys figure? Taking a wander up there, back up that way?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, all right, we'll see you, Chrissy.
I think it was
It's a
Donatello,
vegetable oil delivery. That's what he said.
yeah. Sorry, my bad. Teenage Mutant Ninja Geese. I forgot it's Canadian.
Well,
I don't
this
want
is
to
an actual false flag, and druthers is on the scene. That's pretty cool.
First on the scene, actually.
The Battletoads usually team up with Double Dragon, Chris. I love that game on Super Nintendo. That was a good game.
One thing I want to point out is that the camera guys over there, I had asked if they'll get me with the peace sign in front. They refused to take pictures like that. I saw a guy go up in front of them just a second ago. And they pointed the cameras down, just holding a peace sign. So they do not want to show peace signs for some reason.
No, they want to show a hostile environment.
wonder
It's
why.
really worrisome down here. Everyone's horrified. We can't believe after the Emergency Act has been passed that someone will go out of their way to... We don't know what they did because we haven't heard a confirmation yet.
They don't want to get it. We'll get it.
That's like calling the police when there's literally a heroin act in the line in a Vancouver McDonald's thinking breakfast means they're getting another hit. Come on. Literally, if there was a serious threat of a situation, right, of life, like cops would be worried, right? They wouldn't let a guy just sit there on the bench going, hope it doesn't hit me. Like, there's something weird about this. It's almost comedic, but I hope it's not as serious or truthful as it is. And if it is, holy shit, the person or persons doing this, they got balls.
Take their livelihood away from them, but yeah, people that I was told that. Made public on people that donate to the Freedom Rally. Thank God I don't use international email.
Somebody robbed the bank. They got into an armored vehicle. And took off. Where are they going? Where are they going? And now the story's going to.
Are you telling me no traffic cams have seen an armored vehicle driving away from the scene too?
Piss people off more again and make
Look, I'm not a cop or a lawyer, but most human beings have two eyeballs that work.
Hey, Bear. Warm.
Well, I'm glad that the no black public's catching on to this. Well, it's suspicious. I'm a blue collar. So, suspicious. My uncle's a trucker.
There's probably people out there that actually believe that. What do you mean my bank account's frozen? And they're checking their freezer for an ATM.
I totally agree. These vaccine mandates, all this shit. I've had to deal with this bullshit. I work in transit stations. I've had to deal with all this bullshit. Meanwhile, the transients and all the bars, they can spit on the escalators.
Did you meet any truckers that were violent at all, or no? They were all there. I mean,
every time we walked up and down.
Remember to smash that like or dislike, guys. Let's get this out. Get the algorithm out. My accounts are good too because you got to play it smart. But I think they were really going over donate. They were freezing accounts of donations of $25 or more, which is weird. $25.
I talked to people that were walking 2 weekends ago. It was a big bouncy castle.
One person in custody, really? Let me take a look at that.
Just to keep this narrative going. After the truckers left, they still kept this state of emergency right there. Checkpoints, scare the public, keep freezing people's bank accounts. So, like I said, I've been watching on YouTube. And we're from. Have you ever heard of
Let's take a look at this shit.
Now we're independent as well. And that's what they did. They froze our accounts.
I'm not seeing anything on YouTube. You think this would be a live broadcast coverage? Is that from their Twitter?
Once again, making the government more of a tyrant than they already are. And proves it, but
Hey, we have a beer on a Tuesday without shit hitting the fan.
So I saw the cops all running out smiling, and we're all allowed to stay in this area. This is supposed to be an active shooter. Kind of, the story just starts thinking. You want some popcorn, sir?
no, I'm good. Thank you very much.
No, you're sitting there. You don't enjoy the movie. No, you don't want popcorn.
Someone tell me where that's coming from.
I was told to get out of the station.
One person in custody from. Where is that coming from on CTV? Smash.
Unfortunately, I parked inside the student renal center, so I can't even get into my van.
See no evil, hear no evil. Wait, no. Hear no evil, see no evil, say no evil. Yeah.
Thanks so much for your time.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Check their website. Oh, are you gonna make me taint my computer by touching their website? Oh, God damn it! I don't want to do that.
They actually might.
Oh, here we go. Breaking news. Hold on. I'm gonna mute this quickly so you guys can. I'll read it out right now. This is Ottawa police say they have one person in custody after the Rideau Center Mall was locked down Tuesday afternoon. One person in custody. The police operation is ongoing. Police tweeted at just after 1 p.m. Officers with guns drawn can be seen outside the mall, including at the Rideau Transit Station. Heavily armed tactical officers can be seen entering a mall entrance on Rideau Street. Employees have been evacuated from the mall, which is normal procedure, I guess, and police aren't letting anyone near the downtown Ottawa building. A message to employees said the building was locked down due to an emergency. Employees who hadn't been evacuated were instructed to lock down within the stores and stay away from the doors. Police earlier tweeted they responded to a shoplifting call with a possible weapon. That one person was arrested and there was no threat to public safety, but then deleted the tweet. Their whole website is messed up too. Multiple witnesses reported the power went out inside the shopping center. Customers were inside an entrance on Rideau Street were told to leave and run west towards Sussex Drive. Well, that sounds like panic. Police are asking people to avoid the area. It's the mall's first day open in more than 3 weeks. It closed during the Freedom Convoy protest of downtown Ottawa. This is a breaking news story. More to come. Of course, it's breaking news story. You need more people looking at Ottawa. Thank you for that. Got it. Yeah, so I don't know where we're getting the bomb active shooter shit. So I can understand shoplifting with a weapon, but lately you pick the first day the mall opens, cops everywhere to do shoplifting.
Hey guys,
Who goes into the heart of this to rob a bank? You would rob any bank but this one. Come on, guys. We're smart.
Do you honestly think anyone who looks like a trucker or is wearing or even would have any resemblance to what Ottawa residents are not used to seeing in their city, you would go out of your way to cause a crime the day after when you know your city is littered with police? I know there's stupid people out there, but do you honestly think someone would literally take that chance? The lights went out, emergency. I don't know, Jack. That's all it's on the thing. Possible weapon, air quotes. Yeah, that's what they use Trinacus. Here, I'll even
If you
put
viewers out there have any ideas what you want to call this operation, yeah, text it in.
for those who want to read.
Let's see who the winner is.
There it is. It feels, but the way the cops are standing and the way doesn't have that big tense moment. It honestly does feel
Operation full of baloney.
like shoplifting. It does feel like it would be that type of thing, and because if it's a possible weapon and we don't know what's going on, it kind of feels that thing. But I don't know.
Well, the druthers crew, we just went and had breakfast.
It's just mischief.
Popped out and we saw.
So they're going to
saw
drop a
this
guy
taking
who
place.
owns a possible weapon outside Ottawa 2 hours away.
Guys, your plating is phenomenal. I just had the best breakfast this morning of my life. I feel.
Me too.
It was really
Yeah.
good, guys.
What-
Auras.
Grandma wanted some.
I've actually never seen what you
canned
had.
soup and they
What did you
froze
have,
her account. Oh, you guys are
Is it
brutal.
Kale something bowl?
Also for fire. Yeah, that's why was the fire truck there?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like yogurt and stuff. That was
They probably had a snowball. Anything's a weapon. No, no. Saucepan. If we're gonna be
But-
honest,
Look,
I'm
yours
gonna mute
looked
this
interesting.
quickly. If we were gonna be honest, let's look at it this way. We got to remember that the interim chief Bell has literally saying the way he was talking about the protesters is that they were throwing hurtful words and slander. So maybe he didn't have a possible weapon. Maybe the possible weapon was him talking angrily. That's one weapon they could have. Yeah, but this all feels weird. The day, like Emergency Act passed, cops are everywhere, and you're gonna try to do shoplifting. Even I'm skeptical, and I try to see both sides of the coin.
Well, we've got places
Take a
that.
walk back there. Just take a look, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Dude, that guy's mask is like a big wet spot on it still. It looks like he's like a
Oh,
clown.
we had some things that we wanted to do today, but looks like we better hang out just in case. This movie gets interesting. Right now, the movie's kind of boring.
Oh, so they can thank the police for their hard work again in stopping a shoplifter. That does have a kind of ring to it. Stand by me. I think it's a smokescreen to make it look like truckers did, but they can't say that with all the truckers gone, all the trucks gone. Like there's no one there. It only verifies the point that supposedly the reports are that crime was down when the truckers are there, and if the truckers are gone, it's showing that crime has already started again a day after. So I don't know. I guess it depends on the perception and how it's.
Oh, really?
Spun.
Yeah. Okay. How's school life? Is it with the masks and is it everything stressed? Yeah. Why are you stressed there?
Just a lot of work.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What have you heard? What's going on right now?
A lot of protests and this.
I know what you're not
Yeah.
So I gotta go shopping in California for PS5. Well, if that makes
Good luck
sense
in
now, and that's
school.
why the atmosphere doesn't feel as like worrisome, right? Because the cops would try to keep you as far away from everywhere. But the day after, like, come on. And they said they have the person in custody yet. No names released yet, too. So just like, luck of the draw for me, luck of the draw for druthers, but it's just, huh? This is supposedly in the green zone. That's why it's weird. Yeah, I know Pat is in court, and Tamara was in court beside. And I think Tamara got the Crown wanted to keep Tamara in there
How long do you
permanently
plan on
without bail, and they were fighting for 5K bail. I don't know about what Pat King got, but in my opinion, Pat King needs to stay in there because his rhetoric is fucking crazy. And thank you guys for keeping the chat very respectable. I appreciate it. So why did they delete the update? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just one guy who seems to have very good luck. Hey, Sky Queen, how you doing? Canada in general is
we
not
are live
safe,
in
I
Ottawa
guess.
at the Rideau Center. We've heard conflicting
don't know.
stories. We've heard one where there's an active shooter right now up in one of these windows.
Billy, that's
And
a
we've
personal
heard one
question,
where
and that
there's-
only gets answered on my OnlyFans.
There was a bank robbery. They robbed the bank and got into a Brinks truck and got away. But like as I've said before, over and over again, there's nowhere to go. You know, you'd have to be right off your rocking chair.
She's
to do
staying
that.
in until the trial? Oh, no shit. All right. Well, I don't
And
really
with
care
the
about the
city streets
organizers,
being so
honestly.
quiet in
The
Ottawa,
organizers and their shit
There
and
was
their lives
nothing going
and
on.
their,
They've got
their
these
stuff.
pretty well
That's not what I'm
martial
focusing
law.
on because that's literally
Gotta keep
it's
the
a
story
tarnish
rolling,
on the
so they
truckers
need more
and
tragedy.
the protesters, in my opinion. And
So this
I don't
looks
think
like
a
a
lot of the
tragedy.
truckers were down there for what their
Not really.
manifesto stood for, and it's just yeah.
Yeah. I think people are waking up. to
The
this
chairman
nonsense.
of Canada said business couldn't do business yet, and I don't see how any of them in this video is open. Well, they said the mall opened up for the first time ever today in 3 weeks. So the CTV reported the tweet before they deleted the tweet. Then they changed it to an ongoing, so they're not courting very well. If
And
it's
the
a false
residents are
flag.
really
Well,
getting tired of this. When the truckers were here, businesses were thriving. Everything was going great. Traffic wasn't impeded. Most of the protesting was going on right down by the Parliament buildings. Easy to get around. Now, after the truckers have gone, there's hundreds of
Sue.
checkpoints. It's so hard to get in and out of the downtown area. Businesses are
if
being
anyone
shut
sees
down.
like
It's
Will
crazy.
Robinson still talking shit about me, he's just upset that I blocked him.
Vantage point.
Okay.
CTV, all the mainstream media with their logos peeled off their cameras, of course. They're set up down the street here. So we believe if there is some sort of an explosion or anything like that, any funny business, they've picked out the safe area. So I'd like to get our crew over to where their crew is set up, so we're not in the thick of things.
Yeah,
So,
they would definitely know where to go.
Also, for those that do follow Red Prince, Red Prince did state yesterday on a community tab that supposedly they did actually initialize the LRAD on protesters during the whole cop incident. That's messed up. I don't know if it's confirmed by other people, but that's what he was saying.
this is going to give us a different vantage point. You're going to see straight on, head on to the Rio Center.
Senate votes on Monday, I think, unless they want to postpone it. That's Steven, the dude filming this vid.
So,
How long has mainstream media been set
I
up?
have no
Just said what I said.
how long
Okay.
we've been there. We have our,
Sonic weapon, I guess, or an audio weapon. Pretty much, it's like
Okay.
crowd dispersal audio weapon or something. I don't know the full thing of it. We can look it up. Yeah, this yeah, like
That'd be interesting to find out how long mainstream media has been set up. Checking out the
there was some
long
funny
range
business
acoustic
that,
device. Thank you, Jack.
one
Thank
of
you,
the
Deej.
reporters,
One
has seen
one cop was
said
wearing
that,
a speaker on his chest. Yeah.
company's trucks, flat out windows, 3 of them in a row.
That's
Well, then
nice, LP. You don't need to
Building
use
up
caps
there.
lock in my chat, bro. It's
What's
considered
going on with
shouting. So just relax.
So Bell Media right there.
Yeah, Sky, be careful
CTV
of that.
right
But
there.
yeah, I get what you're saying. But
Couldn't
that
have
wouldn't
had
have
a-
accomplished
a better
anything.
spot for them.
Yeah.
You know,
pays to get here before the action actually starts, doesn't it?
and you can open up their front door and walk right out into it.
Okay.
I didn't see that report, Tricky, so I'll do digging later. The one thing I haven't
So
heard
as you
about
can
is
see
the
ahead of us-
dude in the brown jacket that got trampled when that lady,
As you can see ahead
the
of us,
Mohawk lady who had the
that's
the
where,
messed up shoulder.
CTV,
I haven't heard anything about the
Bell
dude's
Media and
name,
everybody else.
what his health status
CDC,
is, nothing.
they've all set up over there. For the most part, they have removed the tags and labels off their
I
cameras.
don't take my shirt off.
They
Dude.
have
Stop
no mic
having sexual
flags.
fantasies.
Going on.
LRAD will break your eardrums.
I think a lot of people have had enough of the mainstream media. So we're down here now. It's going to be interesting to see how they spin this whole narrative.
I do like that mainstream media is whining and moaning and playing victim, saying, I have to hide my identification because everyone's so mean. Well, you're literally labeling these people as the worst things possible, and you're not even going down and talking to them. So you don't think that maybe those words are going to have an after effect, and maybe as a human being, you should use your conscience and not be a dick. Just saying.
You can always stop fake news.
I
Oh,
asked
there's
Zoke
fake
about
news right
witnessing
there,
a
CTV.
skull crush. I don't
So
want
they
to.
have their logos on.
Zoke saw it up
Bye-bye.
front, dude.
You can tell them with the masks. Fake news. Yeah.
I think it was Zoke. Zoke was arrested that day. Remember?
I love it when they were just
Or was that
around
the
their
next
chin,
day?
just
Can't
for-
remember.
to show compliance, but they still like to breathe, so their
Yeah.
nose is exposed. So they're not really
Yeah.
worried about a virus, but they want to show compliance.
No.
Like that guy.
Galen. All right, I'm gonna mute quickly. Hold on. Galen, the heart attack dude, or the guy who was having the health event, was I think a 40, like maybe half an hour before the horses trampled, and that was from a different perspective. And then afterwards, it was the horse trampling and the supposed bike throwing, which video has proven otherwise. And Bell's already been saying that like the protesters that were collided with the horses, they got back up and started protesting again. Yet there's an actual picture of the police behind the riot line, escorting her away for medical attention. So he already doesn't have his facts straight.
Okay.
They'll know that I'm
All right.
with Struthers. So
Incognito. Turn off your walkie too.
It's kind of cool. That
He retreated the arrest.
Oh, it's very convenient for them.
It was Zoke. Okay. Yeah, no, I know Zot was arrested. We watched that live.
I need to fucking get my kids.
Dude, that's crazy. I feel sorry for that dude in the brown jacket than if he was actually deceased.
Listen, man, peace, love, transparency. Learn a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I believe you. I see all the beasts. In Ottawa. I see it.
Okay, but do you think this has to...
Okay, did you lose your job? Don't talk to me.
This is where residents eat each other.
Don't fucking call me, cuz.
What's up?
Don't fucking talk to me.
What's up, bro?
Don't talk to me. Stop saying bro and cuz, man. Leave. Just leave.
That's the thing with mobs. Eventually they turn on each other. Even if that's not the case here. The thing is, if you let your emotions take over, whatever happens when your emotions do take over, it could be the worst 2 seconds, 3 seconds of your life. And you don't want that.
I have nothing to do with the convoy. I have nothing to do with none of that shit. The only thing, yo, I'll break his face. I'll break it.
Oh.
I'll break his face. The fuck? Come. Let's go around the corner. Let's go take a walk. You want to go take a walk? Go to police shit, man. Let's go.
You're going to have to go outside of Ottawa.
Put your hand down. Give me your phone number and I'll call you when I get my car.
Oh, so you want to meet up?
Yeah.
You don't want to go in the alleyway?
No, don't worry. No. I want to get my car.
Shut up another day.
Oh my God.
I'm not with nothing.
Who says you don't get Jerry Springer on Facebook? Jabby, you're wrong. It's not tinfoil hats. I'm sorry, you say tinfoil protects you from everything? That's why I have tinfoil condoms, bro.
Yeah, I know. They have the whole mall locked up. The man's complaining because he can't get his fucking car. My nigga, it's not nobody else's fucking problem. Go complain to the police. Go complain to the guy with a fucking gun.
So he's bitching that he can't get his car? Oh my God, my toilet's clogged. Those goddamn truckers. What did the truckers do? Nothing. I took a shit in it, but it's the truckers' fault that my toilet is clogged.
No, this guy can.
No,
this guy.
you guys are going to get turned back.
No way. Watch this.
You guys are going to get turned back.
Oh, he fucking set his buddy up. That's funny.
Well, tell them. Don't be afraid.
Faraday cage? Nah, that's like tinfoil condom and a taser, bro. I don't want to do that. Nah, that doesn't sound like a prom date for me. Supposedly, dude wants to get his car. He's freaking about losing. It's a whole bunch of shit. Like everyone's gonna be blaming the truckers.
So this is a scene, folks. Here at the Real Go Center. Active shooter.
Active shooter, shoplifter.
Apparently,
Active shoplifter. Yeah,
rumors of a bomb threat. Rumors of robbery. Rumors at this time. We can't confirm anything at this time.
No one looks really panicked either. Like they're just chilling around and like
they've had all their roadways, everything's
like
been
I
blocked
remember when
off.
that guy, the
And it's
incel
not
guy,
by the
that's what
truckers,
they're
it's by
calling
the
him,
police.
in Toronto
So
on
they,
board
the
was
people
driving the
of
van
Ottawa are,
up on the sidewalk and hitting people.
are upset, and they have every right to be.
Like you'd
Police
expect that
have,
like something like this would have the
checkpoints
same
all
type
over the
of like
downtown core.
fear with people and safety.
Everybody else knows not that was doing.
What is $1,100? Are you giving me $1? Thank you, Terry. There's always going to be hostility.
What's your guys' thoughts on the mainstream media?
Very opposed to it.
Very opposed
I
to
think
it.
everybody should be watching Druthers and turn off their TVs.
It's not media.
It's not media. What do you think? It's government lies?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Kathy, for subscribing. Hope you stick around. It's like YouTube bless. It's like Facebook blessed me
So
with this
they
shit
are
going
taping
live.
off the area at this time.
Shit.
Alright, I'm just gonna get her to drop me still.
The funny thing is, I never covered any of Zoke's videos really, but I have everything backed up from the last 3 weeks when I started covering of different streamers, all up on Rumble.
So we have
It's all
CTV here.
accessible. Everything.
It looks like one of our guys is going to do a report for them.
I'm very fearful for my life. I can't get my car out of the parking lot. But someone got shot. I don't care. It's almost about to cost me double.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
Very nice.
Getting arrested
Luckily, we
doesn't
have a
make
nice
him a
report for
coward.
CTV
It makes him
here.
a target. Here, hold on. Look. I want to say something right now about this. A lot of people who actually went down there to stream and show what was going on, they did it because they wanted to, and that's balls. But at the same time, no one wants to get arrested. It doesn't make them a coward. The thing is, if they start outing the streamers that were down there, they're going to become a target the same way everyone else of the convoy is going to be a target. That's not cowardice. That's protecting him. They're still young, man. That's not a coward.
Oh, what did I see? Yeah, we're just coming out of breakfast. We went to a real nice spot. Came out and we saw it kind of unfolding. There's a lot of.
The thing is also, Zoe came in like he was what, like a prank channel, and he came in and started getting into this more and more and evolved. But now he's realizing how serious this shit is now, and a lot of people are having that mentality. It doesn't make them a coward.
That was kind of that was good. So nobody had the beer. They didn't really push anybody out of the way. Just
Oh, thank you, Terry. You don't have to do
I
that.
got 2 stories from the police, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see what's going on. The one story I got.
And Terry, I'll give you the bulb.
Yes. Yes.
You can't call someone a coward for wanting to keep themselves safe. It's not like he ran away. He was still down there yesterday when they were protesting on the outskirts of Ottawa. He's not a coward. If they choose to be done with it, they're done with it. It's human response.
None of the people were told to get off the street.
Check PayPal. What? You guys don't have to do that.
A lot of the citizens would just sit down, relax,
Is my PayPal taking money back? What's going on here?
We're all looking for popcorn.
Oh, I just got an email.
Kind of close. Not a couple hours.
Have a beer on me. Well, thank you, Captain Trek.
I have been.
I guess we'll give you the.
Fat Steven Scale with 2 Canadian. Drinker was so mean and mocked my fatness and movies. Ah, shut up, you fat fuck.
Thank you, Trek. You didn't have to do that, bro.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If that plays, I would be so surprised.
Hey, my friend, how are ya?
I think there's a difference between cowardness and knowing what battles to pick next. And a lot of the people down there in the streamers world, they not only develop friendships, but they also probably developed a drive of where they want to be with their own content. And honestly, it could have been a lot worse for a lot of the streamers down there. Hello, Mel K.
Well, I'm actually a farmer around London.
Oh, London, Ontario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay?
Every live streamer there is I am sure known. They were promoting each other. Yeah. And anyone who complained about not getting super chats or restreamers, I didn't cover.
You're from London. Farmer from London.
Because you chose to go down there on your own provocation, not to make money, because you wanted to show what was going on. And I don't agree with people who are bitching about subscribers and money.
This for myself, so I came back. The first time
But a lot of people have thanked this channel because without this channel, they wouldn't have found the streamers actually down there. So I did my job as a Canadian.
You're getting one. I'm hearing it one side from the people.
Good morning,
that are
Basco. How you doing?
here and one side from the mainstream. So I had to see it for myself.
Because that turned off a lot of their chat, right? There was even one streamer who was threatening, I think, VidStorm, right? Threatening VidStorm, saying, "Oh, if you restream my content, I'm going to hit you with a copyright button." Like, bro, shut up. You're getting free advertising.
I came probably.
Oh, that's one can done. Bass, if you want an invite, let me know.
So I had to.
I got Destiny sitting on my screen right now.
Going on after the truckers left.
And if you guys like, literally,
once they
right now,
the state of emergency.
I'm not joking when I say I have. Oh wait, that's the wrong picture. That's the funniest meme I saw. I saw yesterday.
Blocked off.
But literally,
a lot of people just can't be bothered.
I have had this game sitting here.
Getting out is not that big of a deal, but getting in is.
Now for about an hour, and I wasn't joking when I was saying I was just going to do a game stream on YouTube, and then this shit fucking happened.
So a lot of the businesses are really hurting again. So yeah, I just wanted to see it for myself. What's with the state of emergency? Why there's nobody here? So when I saw, I just happened to be coming out for breakfast, and I saw this.
I think we need Colin Kaepernick to just get on camera and bend the knee, and then everything will make sense.
Somebody robbed the bank. Got into an armored.
Druthers, Weinstein. It says at the bottom. It literally says that scrolling text tells you where it is. FB stands for Facebook. Druthers stands for the person streaming.
Checkpoints everywhere. If you were going to rob a bank,
most of them said restream this. I even asked permission from Red Prince. Yeah, I had Red Prince on here as an interview.
From the bank, there's a big, huge fence that you can't get through. The next street.
But they were more. But there were certain people out there that were actually. What was it? They were complaining that. People that were restreaming were stealing their super chats, and I'm like,
actually, we were at Coors for breakfast. Best breakfast I've had.
You can keep AOC.
Shout out to.
I'd rather have Justin Bieber.
Beautiful, and we're down. So then the next story I got from the police is there's an active shooter, right? An active shooter in one of the windows. So I'm thinking, if there was really an active shooter, why are all the people still allowed to be on the street? It's kind of like we were watching a movie. It's surreal. There's people sitting down, they're very relaxed. The police weren't nervous. They were just walking with their machine guns. You know, it's just, I don't know, it just looked too much like a setup. And everybody got the same vibe. We were just talking to a guy that he's just sitting on a park bench, very relaxed.
I almost forgot. This stream today has been brought to you by Celine Dijon Mustard.
You never know, or you know.
You'll have to ask.
Hey, Shay.
Okay, thank you.
Smart choice oats. Thank you.
Well, the first police I talked
a lot
to,
of people don't have Facebook, Brent. You make a good sense. A lot of people don't have Twitch. So yeah.
That was the next story. And then some didn't want to say anything.
And that scrolling text is giving credit. Yeah. And plus, I do commentary. So if they try to come after me, I've transformed the whole content.
Well.
Hello, California. How you doing, Mel?
You see it's happening globally, like this virus thing, and it's but I think it's more about control, right? I've looked into it too long now. Where the first thing I looked at was the statistics from actually the World Health Organization, the death rates for the last 5 years before the pandemic and then during the pandemic. And the total death rate was the same. In the pandemic, I'm thinking there should be more deaths. At least overall deaths. But I know.
Quickly, I have to state, I am not a medical practitioner. I am not a doctor. I am not giving medical advice. This is all hearsay based off the stream and the people on screen. Got that, YouTube?
Okay, so you feel the pandemic itself?
It's all about it's a measure.
Much love, Danny. Much love to you too in the U.S. I need asylum in Montana. Help me. Ask the chat.
I think there's definitely a bad cold flu. I know some people that were really sick.
I knew when this started, Canada would make this their people were trying to push that, Scavin. I don't consider it that.
Well, just look at these two companies that are pushing it. Pfizer, they were sued.
The police don't like streamers. No, they don't. I don't think they do.
Never made a vaccine or any medicine. So all of a sudden, there's never been a cure for the cold virus. Well, the coronavirus is a cold virus.
Again, not medical practitioners, as this man keeps talking. I have no idea. I am not a doctor. I am not anything like that.
Worked for me. They've taken this vaccine. The one fellow ended up
but thank you, all 174 people either listening, talking in the chat, and subscribing. The subscribing is on just to keep spam bots out. YouTube has a huge problem with that. Pardon me.
day.
If you want to,
Well,
share out the
once
stream.
once they
Get me
enact
famous.
the State of emergency
Kidding.
when there's clearly no state of
You-
emergency over the whole country.
Wait. Hold on. You and your like are the main reason for the awakening in our continent, as well as those in Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. That is enough to scare them stupid. I can appreciate that, William.
But the protesters themselves were very nonviolent.
Hello,
Very
Valiant.
peaceful.
Lurking,
Were you
yes.
ever here on a Saturday?
Yeah,
I'm just back.
Oh, okay.
Steven is just a humble beer salesman.
Everybody was
Fucking right.
hugging
This stream better be
everybody,
sponsored by Budweiser in my
And
future.
this went on for weeks. There's another anecdotal evidence. If there was a pandemic and people were hugging and get back together the next week, and you think there'd be bodies?
Yeah, this guy here on my screen is not a
Well,
doctor.
they have to
I'm
keep
not
this
a medical
Emergencies Act
practitioner,
going
and I have
so
no
the
medical
border
advice other
so
than
there has
have
to
a
be some
beer,
kind of a plan.
spend time with friends,
Yeah.
and a good place. Nachos goes a long way.
Of course not. No. At first, yeah, I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, there's got to be something. But
But Warboop, there
that
was a
was
couple
suspect.
channels that were very, very salty about restreamers,
well, if you really want to get to the
and the ones bitching about the restreamers were only bitching about the fact that people would donate to the restreamers that weren't giving credit, and they were getting money.
World Economic Forum.
So I understand that productive, but you don't bitch about it live. You kind of put a sourness on the stream.
Yeah, that's great.
Cheers.
Well, thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
And whereabouts you said from the London area? Where exactly?
well, it's west of London, about 45 minutes in the Newbury area.
Wait, Jabby, is that true? They had their bank account frozen?
Sure.
No shit.
As spelled for me. Just trying to get that in.
Keating. Yeah, nice to meet you. And where are you with?
Ottawa City, sir.
Ottawa. Okay, thank you.
What's your plan for the rest of the? Are you planning to head back home, or are you just traveling?
Today's a strange day. Saw a video that some people got married at 2
Have a
a.m.
big bag
Some
of popcorn and stick around for a little
people
while.
put a lot of numerology. Yeah, they do.
I've got a lot of stuff to do back home.
I have a Libra symbol in the back of my neck. That's pretty much the size of a fist. That it kind of looks like the
Good
Omega
interview,
symbol.
Sean. So it looks like they're letting
May I
people
kiss
in.
your
Let's go
mask?
take a look.
No. Yes, I did see that for sure.
I think we
For
blew
sure
their
they were.
cover.
Thank you.
Sean,
Brothers was on the
Sean.
scene.
I'm no kidding.
Yeah, they can't really get away with much right now with us ridiculing it. They're probably hoping to stage a few things.
Well,
That's
Who
a lot
knows?
of cops.
But you know what? If they don't get away with it this time, they might the next time.
Well,
Now
they
you want to
we're
kiss her
in
mask,
state of
Jack?
emergency
I'm
now.
not Tinder. I can't
We
help you out
can't be
here.
everywhere at once. We need more druthers reporters. Anybody that's got a camera, when you see something funny going on, pick up your camera and film it. Ask questions.
So I should film my stream because it's kind of funny and it's going on.
And send them to Druthers News and Information, and we'll get it out to as many people as we can.
I believe so. It also creates backup record streams,
everything's
Susan.
been calmed
I
down
do
now.
believe in restreaming. As long as you give credit and you try to transform it. That's why I do
Let's hear what this
commentary.
gentleman's
Well, have
saying.
a great
Okay.
time.
Who in their right mind would go into the mall during a red zone police state and pull this stunt off? A shill. This is going to fall negatively upon those who sympathize with the convoy. Now, all these people out there fail to see this one point. Look how long the convoy was there for. It was there for so long.
Listen to this,
And nobody
man.
was dropping dead from COVID.
So they have to keep this emergency going, right?
This is exactly what this is all about. George, like I just said to that woman over there, George Orwell said, tyrannies run on fraud and force, but when the fraud has been exposed, they rely solely on force.
Do you think this is a psychological operation?
This is an absolute psyops, people. Absolutely.
Do you live in Ottawa?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just heard about this, and I was like, oh, wow. Here
Again,
go.
we don't
No.
represent the
Who would do
random
that in a
interviews
red
we see
zone
on the
police
stream.
state?
That was our first question, too. We just came out from having breakfast.
Yeah.
We're with Brothers News and Information here.
I see the guy. Yeah.
Is that
You know
a
what? I'm
relative of
probably,
me?
what, how many people are watching
Deej,
right now?
do you want a timeout? What the hell,
4,000 or
man?
5,000. I bet you maybe my friend Sue's watching. Hi, Sue. But
Sue's like, I'm not his friend. Not anymore.
this is all
No.
psyops, people. Spread, talk to people about this. Talk to people about it.
I think we kind of blew
I'll
the
say it's a
psyop.
Psy cop.
We were calling
You know,
it
like
out right
Babylon
away.
5. Just call it a Psy
and
cop.
remember, it's like, hey, the fraud has been exposed, so now they must rely solely on force.
Yeah, well, they might, you know what? We can't be. That's a big call out to anybody that's got a camera.
Supposedly there was a bunch of rumors, and supposedly there was an armed robbery, and there was a shooter.
Oh boy, it's
a bomb threat. And it turns out so far it's just been a shoplifter in the mall on the first day of opening.
I was like, ridiculous. But I thought I'd say my 2 cents there.
No, thanks. Yeah,
Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you very much for your time, brother.
Sorry about the burping, guys.
No problem. I'm more than happy to speak out on this stuff, man. It's terrible what's happened, that's for sure. But you know what, man? It's not what you think.
Well, it's nice to hear it from an Ottawa citizen.
That man's nostrils are huge.
I loved it. That was fabulous.
That's what I'm getting from everybody. Business owners and businesses. As long as they have the doors open, they thrive.
Those masks are superstition. It's childish. It really is. Okay, they could have made such good money being open here. Yeah. And like I said, if anybody was coming in the spirit of harassment or assaulting or vandalism, they were not welcome. Because that's not what we were there for.
Oh my God! Maybe the supposed weapon was coughing.
I saw Cry for Freedom, which is what we desperately need.
No. Babylon 5. It would be called Psy.
I'm originally from London, Ontario.
Yeah,
Psychops.
just west of there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Sean.
I'm Steve.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
Yes, and I'm more than happy to put my 2 cents worth.
Go
in
fucking
like
figure
that.
his name's Steve. Go fucking figure.
It's all about control, right?
No, it's not. It's definitely not about a pathogen, man. It's all about control.
Again, not a doctor.
All those thousands and thousands of people in Ottawa in front of the Parliament buildings. I think there'd be people laying in the streets dead if there was a pandemic. Right?
And that's exactly what I've told people.
Susan, anytime. Thank you for participating in the stream.
Fraud. Now they had to rely on force. All right, guys.
All right, you take care.
Yeah, secretly, that's me talking to you while on camera. Go Steve or go home.
Okay, Sean, I think we should sign out here. So, it looks like the threat is it's come to an end.
Been exposed for what it is.
You could say. All right, everybody. So my name is Grant Pace for Druthers News and Information, and
Sean Keating. Yeah, pleasure.
Take care, everybody.
And that'll be the end for me, ladies and gentlemen. That was Druthers going live, and I just happened to be on the internet and decided to get another copy of that footage out there. So we'll find out more on CTV and City TV and CBC and Global and every other goddamn mainstream legacy media that will try to say or talk about how horrifying it is. But thank you for your patronage. Thank you for being here. I'm out today. I'm going to play a video game. I would like to have a vacation, just touch the video game. Other than that, stay subscribed. Anything does happen, you know me, I'll go back live. I gotta finish another second beer, as you can hear. I'm not trying to rhyme, but I seem to be doing it a lot this time. It's kind of messed up. Stay true, stay happy. This is Fat Steven. Be a little selfish, be a little human. And always remember, if someone is trying to tell you who you are, why the fuck are you talking to them? We're out, people. Where's my outro? There we go.
Yes.